Hello, my name is Kathy, and today I'm going to start a multi-video series that teaches the principles of Feng Shui. So, what the heck is Feng Shui? Everyone can appreciate a beautiful and comfortable living space. Feng Shui takes this concept even deeper by examining how your surroundings affect all levels of your being. Not just your material comfort, but also your physical in the form of your health, your mental state of being, your success in the world, and how harmoniously you fit in with the world at large. Have you ever felt that there just wasn't a place for you in the world at some point in your life? Well, Feng Shui addresses issues of this nature. Feng Shui is the study of how the placement of things in your personal environment affects the energy flow of your entire life. Your personal energy system affects how you think and act, which in turn will affect how you interact with your world, and therefore how you perform and succeed in your personal and professional life. The principles of Feng Shui affect your every moment of your life, whether you believe in this or not. Now, everyone is a unique individual, and because of this, a personal environment that works for one person might not work so well for another. Feng Shui examines how the placement of things in your environment affect you, your energy, the energy flow of a given space, and also how it affects your personal energy flow. Your personal energy flow, or how you are feeling and how good or bad you feel, will affect how well you perform and influence your capacity for personal and professional success in life. Now, simplistically speaking, Feng Shui is the interaction of humans and their environments. But taken a step further, you begin to realize that Feng Shui actually allows you to influence those energies to achieve very specific improvements in your life. This is achieved by positioning your surroundings in harmony with the principles of a beautiful, natural energy flow. And with this, you can achieve harmony within your surroundings and within yourself. Feng Shui is very practical and down to earth because it helps you right where you live and work. Feng Shui helps you to bring balance, comfort, and harmony into your environment and your total life experience in a way that is difficult to achieve by any other method. Having said all of this, the bottom line is that Feng Shui is the study of the relationship between the environment and human life that was discovered by the Chinese, who have been using it for centuries to design environments that enhance conditions for success in life. So the core, the very essence of the practice of Feng Shui is alignment and balance, both internally and externally. In the practice of Feng Shui, there are two premises and two levels of practice. The first premise is that man's state of mind and energy affects the environment for good or ill. The second premise is that the condition of the environment affects man's internal state, like the two sides of a coin. They are inseparable and interdependent. One cannot exist without the other. So let us begin this study now by looking at the three coordinating powers of heaven, earth, and man. Heaven corresponds to time, earth corresponds to space, and man is you. Your relationship to heaven and earth is the outer level of Feng Shui. Now, horoscopes are used to determine your relationship to heaven. Compass and form methods are used in a similar fashion to the horoscope to find and adjust your relationship to the earth. To understand how heaven and earth To understand how heaven and earth, or time and space, relate to one another and how they balance and interact with one another, and ultimately how they can be brought together in perfect harmony within you, are what the inner level is all about. The principles of heaven and earth, or time and space, are the birthplace of all of life's experience. You can use this for good or ill. It is your choice. When you live in harmony with your essential nature and allow these principles to interact harmoniously through yourself, all of our environments become harmonious and radiant with vital energy, or chi. But if we lose sight of our essential nature and abuse the principles of heaven and earth, or time and space, our environments will then fall into confusion and discord, not a happy state to be in at all. Now, to start the study of Feng Shui requires an understanding of what Qi is. Qi is life force energy, and it has many different names, from prana to orgone, to name a few other terms for it. It is the primary essence of heaven and earth, or time and space, and so is the underlying force of change and transformation. You see Qi in action when you observe the season and weather patterns of nature, the ocean's tides, the change in our bodies, emotions and thoughts, and the changes that occur in our life. Everything breathes and moves in balance with it. Everything comes from Qi, exists through Qi, and eventually returns to Qi. Everything in existence has the common experience of beginning and vanishing. Everything is in constant motion, even things that seem to last forever, like a huge rock that seems unchanging. But when you look at it, you realize that it slowly gets eroded down to sand or melted with other rocks to form something new. All of existence is constantly changing. Qi is the cosmic breath. In Taoist science, the cosmos, or the universe, is seen as an organic being that is full of life and is often depicted as a great dragon that courses its way through time, space, heaven, and earth. The dragon symbolizes the spirit of fertility and nourishment. As such, it emerges from the depths of the ocean and soars into the sky. It appears in storm clouds and lightning. Its voice is the thunder, and then plummets to the earth in rain, rising again in abundant crops. As the imperial symbol of ancient China, it also represents creativity, wealth, and wisdom. In Feng Shui, all of life and our environment are expressions of Qi. Qi has three phases. They are called Sheng Qi, Si Qi, and Sha Qi. Sheng Qi means moving upward, Si Qi means dying, and Sa Qi, Sha Qi, means harmful energies. An environment that is filled with Sheng Qi feels fresh and bright. Animals are happy and healthy, and people are prosperous and happy. Some outward examples might be to live in a space that overlooks a beautiful park or garden, or a beautiful wooded area surrounding you, or a lovely meadow filled with beautiful wildflowers, or your place overlooks a beautiful river, lake, river, or the ocean. You have Sheng Qi when you feel positive life aspirations. By contrast, Si Qi exists in places that are dilapidated and unkempt. Si Qi is also strong in areas where the vegetation is poor, animals get sick, and people are weak and impoverished. Si Qi is apparent when you are depressed. Sha Qi, or harmful Qi, happens when you get extremely angry. A place has Sha Qi when it has a strange feel to it, or it feels dangerous. Shi Qi happens from negative conditions both below and above the ground. When Sha Qi happens below the ground, it is called noxious rays. When above the ground, it's called secret arrows. Noxious rays drain energy and cause illness. In places where this condition exists, you might become fatigued and nervous for no apparent reason. A house that is built on low, stagnant ground, above which the air hangs heavy, is one example of this sort of a place. A house that stands above an underground cave is another example. Secret arrows are irritating conditions that originate above the ground. They attack the nerves and contribute to such misfortune as illness, disrupted relationships, and professional and financial troubles. Secret arrows happen if a road or water runs directly toward or away from any of the dwellings, your personal dwellings, doors or windows. If the dwelling stands at the end of a T-junction, or if the dwelling stands at the end of a blind alley, or is positioned so that a corner of another building points directly at its doors or windows. Other examples of secret arrows happen if sharp objects point at the door or windows of the dwelling. An example of this might be if the front door is directly in line with a flagpole or lamppost, or if a door or window directly face a steeply pointed roof, or if there is a building across the way that is falling into ruin, or if there is a dead or dying tree directly in front of the door or window, or if a railroad track or hanging electric wires run glaringly across the view from the doors or windows of the dwelling, or when the house is completely hemmed in or overwhelmed by being close to such structures as freeways, huge bridges, buildings and that tower above it, or huge tower antennas. Secret arrows also happen if a police or fire station, a casino, or other places of unusually disruptive activity are close by, or if a hospital, funeral home, or graveyard is visible from the door or windows of the dwelling. They also occur if glaring lights or blinking neon lights are visible from the windows, and if there are disruptive social conditions in the neighborhood, such as drug or prostitution houses. Secret arrows also happen when there are loud noises and violence in the area. Some natural formations that produce secret arrows are rugged-looking mountains that rise abruptly, a mountain that looks like a terrace, an unusually round mountain. The more the disharmonious mountain dominates the view, the stronger is the effect. A mountain seen on the distant horizon has far less of an effect than one that is close up. Secret arrows can also be produced from inside a house by the interior design and placement of furniture in the dwelling. This condition, along with all of its remedies, can be successfully alleviated with the practice of Feng Shui. I have a great many videos now on many different topics, and so I've decided to make several different video playlists so that it's easier to find the videos of greatest interest. So please check out my playlist page. Well, that's it for now. To stay up to date with my latest videos, make sure to subscribe to this free YouTube channel by clicking the red subscribe button right below this video. Take care.